Hello, hopefuls. Okay, I've made some notes, watched your videos just now. It is Sunday. Katie, Rebecca, I totally agree. It is too darn hot. I'm so fed up of the heat waves. I thought we were done and we're not. And supposedly this is the last day of it. I really hope so because I just am fed up with it. So actually I'm going to answer your question first. I would much rather live in a place that's always cold rather than hot. Similar reasons to you. You can always put on more layers. And also I'd rather feel cold than feel hot. There's something just inescapable about the heat, whereas with cold, it still feels not very fun, but you can take a warm shower, or I don't know, like there are ways, it just feels better to me. So that's my answer to your question. Sam, first of all, you were talking about The Parent Trap. I've only seen that once, and that was during COVID because I was going through all the Disney Plus movies, and I do remember enjoying it, but I also remember that it was like a big thing, obviously, and loads of people had seen it and spoke about it well before COVID. So I was very late to the party there. And then you asked about third eye or third ear. I do think I would go for eye. And even before you started talking about the palm of your hand, although obviously you did go into it, it immediately made me think of a book series I read that I'd completely forgotten about. And I must have read it probably 10, 15 years ago. And it was called Emily Eyefinger. And as you can imagine, she had an extra eye on her finger, and she would use it for all sorts of things. And I definitely feel like that is sort of the way to go. I remember reading those books being like, I want that, because it would be very convenient. I know she did in the books talk about like hiccups and things where it's obviously not as convenient, but in general it seemed like that would be something useful, and I think it would be more useful to me than a third ear. So yeah, that's mine. I think my question for today, I haven't really thought about this, but I did an audition just now where I had to be sort of more, I would say 80s. And so my question is, would you rather live or be stuck 100 years in the past or 100 years in the future? I think I'd probably prefer to be, I don't know, because I'd be so curious about the past and like meeting family members and stuff. But I think I'd prefer to be in the future. I feel like there'd be more, opportunities and things to do. I feel like, you know, society generally gets better. Who even knows if there is 100 years in the future, if it exists? But I think that would be my answer. That's all from me this week. I will see you both next week. Bye.